that hasn't disappointed me. I'm right where I thought we'd be.
Is there a way to say if you got a game tomorrow where you line up?
Nope. Not yet. I can tell you the competition is unbelievable. I think there's 4 tackles that would start anywhere in this league and in a lot of places that I have the benefit of having. 4. All right, the inside guys, Harry Miller's been unbelievable. Josh Myers is becoming a great player, working his tail off. His attention to detail is unbelievable. He's becoming exactly what I thought he would become.
Hey, Greg, where are your guys from a leadership standpoint? I mean, I know the offensive line tends to provide that for a team,
right.
but you've got some inexperience and experience there.
There's no doubt. We're not out in the forefront right now in that category in the offense. You're right. That's a great point. Right now, and I enjoy that. I don't want them to feel like they have to do that. I want them to feel like they have to do their job right now. Become the best at doing your job. And when you do that and you start performing, as it goes on, those leaderships will come. And so I'm just worried about them doing their job, focusing on what they have to do to get better every day, and work hard in practice, and that's what they're doing.
I think Josh talked in the spring about looking forward to becoming more of a leader, so if you had to maybe make sure he stays focused on himself?
Yeah, he is, and he's doing that a little bit, but he's still trying to focus on his job. I don't have guys with a lot of game experience, and so they have to get that experience every day. We have to create those atmospheres and practice. Focus on that. The leadership stuff will come.
Can you go into the season playing multiple guys at one or more positions?
I believe so.
You think you will?
Possibly, yeah. It's definitely a possibility.
What have you liked from Jonah Jackson at left guard?
I'll tell you, there's a guy that is absolutely, you talk about a guy that provides leadership without saying a word. Now, obviously, he's a new guy. Guys are just getting to know him. He's on our team, but he is a professional. That's how I like the term. He doesn't say a word. He does his job. He goes hard every play he's in there, and then goes back in and does it again. So he's starting to lead by example. We've only been in pads 2 days. Running around in underwear does nothing and means nothing. All right? So we've had 2 practices in pads where they can show who they are now. And when people watch the film and they see how you perform, and they see how you finish, and they see how you do the things that we look for, that's when leaders pop up.
Greg Thayer missed the spring and had to go through that rehabilitation. How has he shown up so far in the fall, and where do you expect him to take a jump?
I think he's done really good with his weight. He's 313. He looks like $1 million, and that's going to take some of the stress off his back. But right now, we're limiting him until he gets back into the swing of things. You got to remember, Jonah and Thayer haven't been in pads since November. They haven't had a full go practice and been in pads since last November. So for those guys, knocking the dust off and getting them going, that's going to come every day we practice, every day we have pads and those things. But Thayer looks really good.
Greg, when you think about the depth you guys have now, what came back from last year, what's coming down the pipe with the recruiting class you guys have committed, the state of your position group, how do you feel about it compared to basically your entire career? Is this as good as it's been?
Ever. As good as ever. That's a great question. You're exactly right, because really you're going to have Jonah leave and Bowen leave and Albie leave. And then look what's coming in and look what's backing up. I'll tell you right now, if you're watching, I don't know how much you've been out there, but you've watched Harry Miller perform with the twos against our defense as a true freshman. Enoch came in here 270, he's 295 right now, and wow, does he look like $1 million. And DeJuan Jones, you can't miss him. He's as big as a house. And he runs around at 375 pounds, runs around like an athletic guy. And those guys, I can't even get in the twos to get reps right now. So yeah, and then with the guys coming in, I'm so excited about those guys. Yes, it's absolutely awesome, but that's how it should be. That's how it should be. You should have athletic young cats that are ready to go take over. We had that lapse where a lot of those guys that were here before that, those guys are gone now. We're building that depth to be exactly where it should be at Ohio State. Great question.
When you talk about rotations on an offensive line, are you more apt to rotate guys into certain positions, or rotate, because you have so much depth, all 5 guys into 2 offensive lines?
You're exactly right, and that's what, if you go back to last year, the first couple games of the year, Oregon State was like 21-0. The first drive of the second quarter, Coach Daisy said, let's get the twos in there. That's awesome. Hey, let's put those kids in there. That's how development occurs. Out here, yes, we can get you so far, but they have to go out there and game do it. And so you're right. Sometimes maybe it's a guy, or sometimes maybe a guy's banged up as the year goes on. You limit his plays. Hey, he's got 30 pitch count. Get him out and let the other guy play. So it could be singular, and it could be like Coach Day likes to do. Instead, get the second group in there. Let's go see how they do. That's awesome.
You mentioned how early it is. What has made Harry Miller already with the twos? What has gotten him?
I just think he's so far ahead mentally. That's the biggest thing for those young kids, okay, and especially the center. But the other 2 guys haven't had as much, Harry being center and Harry being Harry. he was just he learns. Oh, Coach, tell me some more, feed me some more. And like I said, we did all those iPad sessions with him, FaceTiming, because he knew he was coming into center. And so he's so far ahead mentally, he's out there making the checks today in a blitz pickup period that I don't think I've ever had a freshman do. Ever.
Do you think he could get to the point this season where your backup center isn't Jonah Jackson, it's Harry Miller, that
Yes,
type of thing?
that's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping it's not Matt Jones. I'm hoping it's not Jonah Jackson. I'm hoping it's not Gavin Cuff, who's snapping now. All for precautionary reasons, because I'm hoping by the time we get that first game, hey, Harry's the backup coach. If something happens or Josh gets something, get out and get in there, and the kid can do it.
With the depth that you have, what can the offense do as opposed to if you have a thin line?
Oh, I'm telling you, it's a lot more. You're a lot more wide open. You don't have to have a different plan when a guy comes in. Hey, we got to tackle it. We got to protect this. We're not going to have to do that. And that, you're right, that allows the play caller not to have to think about, hey, where's the weak spot? How do we protect that guy? It's a big difference.
And with all the new quarterback this year, how is it developing chemistry with them? And you have different styles and everything.
Yeah, those guys are all different. What they do is different. Now, it's back like last year. Some of the stuff we did before and had done in the past wasn't available because of what Dwayne was. Now we're back to where there's a lot more stuff open. So you got different guys. So it puts a little more on us because each quarterback has different things he can do. So we have to learn more. But the good thing is we're deep. We got smart guys.
Coach Wyatt Davis, just how's he carried over? What happened at the end of last season for him? And is he ready, or what?
Oh my gosh!
How do you look at him?
He is. I tell you, I love the kid. If there was somebody that I had my car parked tonight and was walking out of a bar late, I'd be like, Wyatt, are you here? And I'd feel comfortable getting in my car. That's how much I think of him. He is a fighter. He is a technician. He is a perfectionist. He wants to do it perfect, and if he doesn't, he drove a guy downfield 6 yards the other day and turned around and he's kind of like that. What's wrong? Coach, I didn't step above. I mean, that's the kind of guy he is. You just love to coach those kids because they love playing the game of football.
How about Nick Petit-Ferrer? What's he shown you guys? You mentioned 4 tackles. I assume he's in that group.
Yes, sir. He's one of them. There's no doubt. He's now 295 or 97. And like I said, that was the thing last year. We had to get his weight up. That was a bit of a struggle at times to get him up to where he needed to be. He's there now. His every single lift he had in the weight room with Mick is up 20 to 25 pounds. So he's big and strong and physical now. He's had the time under to learn the position, and now he's starting to take off.
There you go, Coach. Thanks. Yep, I got to wrap him up. 3 minutes is up, Coach.
Good.
We went
All right,
late.
good deal.
Thank you.
We went